Hello and welcome. My name is Rita Fleming. Thank you so much for being here with us this evening. My background is in regenerative health, and I'm here with my co-hosts, Nicole Fletcher, who is a doula, and Haley Tambori, who's also a regenerative health specialist. And we're going to be diving into our summer sunshine juice reset. And 'tis the season, summer's upon us, and it's a time for vibrant colors and fresh fruits and veggie juices and just really feeling our best and getting outside and playing. And so we wanted to provide resources to make this fun and easy and accessible and joyful for our community. And I just want to go over some of the reasons why this is so important to us to provide these resources to our community, and why it's so important to get nutrient dense foods into your life and fresh fruits and veggies and herbs and sea veggies, and how we can do this in a fun and easy way. So first off, one of the reasons it's so important is, this really shocked me, but 90% of Americans are not getting the recommended amount of fresh fruits and veggies into our daily diet, and 96% are not getting access to organic produce. And this can be from accessibility, living in a food desert, meaning you're not living close to fresh fruits and veggies and produce. Cost can be a major prohibitor. Lack of time, we're all so busy. Often people are just working full time, and we want quick, easy, efficient, and delicious options. And the other thing is, our taste buds have been duped, into craving salts and fats and highly processed foods and flavors and additives. And all of these things are highly addicting. So we're always coming back for more. And that's what's around us. That's what's quick and easy and accessible. The second reason this is so important is because Americans are also not receiving a sufficient amount. I'm going to let some people in here. Hi and welcome everyone. But Americans are also not receiving a sufficient amount of vitamins and mineral and fiber. And 93% of Americans aren't getting enough vitamin E, 97% are not getting enough fiber, and 98% of us are not getting enough potassium in our diet. Hi everyone, welcome. We got a stream coming in. Excited for you to be here. So these are all reasons why I just really wanted to introduce this tonight, because even just adding in some more fresh fruits and veggies and juices into our life have so many benefits. There was a study that followed 2,000 people around for 8 years, and it found that those that just were regularly adding in fresh fruits and veggies and juices had a 76% reduction in their risk for Alzheimer's disease. And that's because these foods are rich in antioxidants and polyphenols, such as grapes and berries and herbs that are really protective to our brain. Another important reason is that most of the chronic diseases that we're seeing in the States, also most of the deaths, it's actually directly related to what we eat. Our diet is the number one reason for aging, lessened quality of life, premature death, and disability. And the top 7 include heart disease, cancer, COPD, stroke, Alzheimer's, and then also diabetes and kidney disease are in those top 10. And so what else we're noticing is, like, even though we are living longer, our quality of life has really dramatically reduced. So we're living more years, but the quality of those years is reduced, and nearly 70% of Americans are on prescription drugs. So that's a really big number. And so what are some of our solutions and what can we do about it? One is just coming together as community. We really heal as community. We can celebrate as community, and adding these nutrient dense superfoods in through our juices, through this juice cleanse. One, it's not only going to give you those fruits and those veggies, but those vitamins and those minerals And by having access to these light foods, these living foods, these green foods, these colorful foods, and antioxidant rich foods, it's going to reduce our exposure to sodium and saturated fats and cholesterol, but it's going to maximize our intake of our vitamins, our vitamin A, our carotenoids, our vitamin C and E and B vitamins, and our magnesium and iron and potassium, and also getting in the fiber as well through our whole foods. So it's really crazy, but I was just learning that there are 5 main things that can really improve our quality of life, and they're all things that we can do on a daily basis. And it's shown that we can prevent chronic disease and prevent diabetes by 90%, prevent heart attack by over 80%, cut stroke in half, and even prevent colon cancer by 71% by adding these 5 lifestyle habits in. And one is not smoking, the next is having a balanced weight, the third is getting a half an hour of exercise in a day, just getting outside, walking, breathing. The next is consuming more fresh fruits and veggies. And finally, the fifth, deeper sleep. So just increasing our uptake of fresh fruits and veggies, it's going to improve our quality of life, but also it protects us. It actually lengthens the length of your telomeres, and your telomeres protect your DNA and actually reverse cellular aging. So it's going to help you to look younger and feel younger. So those are just a few reasons why we wanted to dive into this evening. And I want to pass it off to my dear friend and sister and colleague, Nicole Fletcher. I'd love to hear a little bit about your background, a little bit about your health story, and why you're excited for this juice reset, this summer reset.
Awesome. Thanks, Rita. Um, you guys, my name is Nicole Fletcher. I am a certified birth doula. I am a childbirth educator. I am an apprentice midwife, and I'm a wife. I'm a mother of 3. My 3 children are adults. And man, I tell you, like when Rita was talking about like reversing an age, like that's my story. I'm posting on social media, and then I'm getting people like inboxing me and saying, it looks like you're reversing. I'm 45. I'll be 46 this year. So I just thought I'd throw that out there so you guys know what's up. Like your girl is got an age on her, but the quality of life is literally transformed through the superfoods and the protocol that I've been taking and regenerating my body on the cellular level from the inside out. And here's why I'm excited. Here's why I've been doing it. I started, last year in May, so a little bit over a year now. I've been on the superfood journey, but before that, I was on the journey. Like I started my midwifery journey or path. And in the process, I was like, I need to be healthy and have a message that's congruent with what I'm telling my moms, my clients to do. I needed to be doing that myself. And I had to have it come from a place of experience and like true insight, right? So that was the first thing. The second thing was, one of the things you said, like the quality of life and having a balanced weight. I needed to like lose some wagon, shed excess, so that I could get in these small corners. Because when women birth at home, they birth in the smallest corner of their house. And like they have these lavish homes, and then they get ready to birth their baby. It's in a small corner around the backside of the toilet. So you have to like squeeze in there. So that was one of my big motivating factors, was like, let's get some wagon off. And to date, I have shed 50 pounds of waste through this, transformation and through this journey. And so the foods have impacted my life in a major way. I show up first for myself, and then I'm able to show up. And like what I say is I can give from the saucer. So if you have a teacup, and you got little saucer on the side. So my cup is full, and I'm able to give from my overflow, which is not something that I was able to do before. I was like digging in my little drop cup, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give to you, but I ain't got nothing myself, And so now I'm able to give from the overflow. So that's exciting. And now I'm also excited about this summer juice, like cleanse and like reset. Why? Because like I mean, this is like when all the fruits and all the vegetables are out, like all the good goods are like available. And like, why not? Like the sun is shining, it's bright. We also talked about the summertime, like the longest day. We're going to start this reset on the longest day with the most sun. It's so exciting to just like think about like regenerating your body on the cellular level and everything coming alive from that small little spot, just like the sun and the soil and the food. And we're all coming together and we're like, doing our little groovy dance. And I'm just excited. So I'm going to chill out a little bit. And I want to tell you guys about some cool things that we've got. Our company is really concerned about making sure that everyone has access to this. And like, I live in Arkansas, and Arkansas is a food desert, and I didn't even know it. So I'm from California. And so I'm like, yeah, like I'm from California, but like the reality is my life every day is in Arkansas, and having access to like organic fruits, even though this is the natural state, right? Like we're the natural state. We don't have no organics, like it's a struggle. And because we're in a food desert. Like I was like, oh, let me go get some organic grapes. And that was a struggle. And I didn't realize it until I realized it. And so now, and I'm also busy like most people. And I don't have time to be like out in the garden. While that's beautiful, and I think that's a great thing, I just don't have that in my life, and that's not where I'm at. So the superfood protocol has really transformed that and brought this straight to my door. From people that care and are doing regenerative farming and, washing with like rainwater and putting micronutrients in the soil and all the things that, like, the truth is, I don't have time to do, but it matters. It matters to me. I don't have time to do it. So who's doing it? How can I partner? How can I link arms with somebody doing what is necessary for me and for my health and those that are in my community? So this veggie pack, we've got a fruit and veggie pack. I need you guys to know about it. Like, it is just like what we're saying, like 90% of Americans are not getting they need. I'm getting a phone call. I need to stop it. Okay, I stopped it. I'm like, and I need to stop it. 90% of Americans are not getting enough fruits and vegetables. And here's what happens when you don't get that. Your risk of disease increases. And so Curium has decided, you know what? Let's provide solutions, especially for those that don't have a ton of money. Maybe you don't have a ton of money to throw into this. So this pack was specifically created for those that struggle financially. And like, baby, what? Like, we care about people that are struggling financially, so much so that we have a pack that helps alkalinize their body with, it's called the green spectrum, that helps alkalinize their body. And then we have biofruit, and let me go back because I got a little fast and a little excited. But the green spectrum has all of the veggies that you need and the phytonutrients that you need to like help revitalize and alkaline your body on the cellular level. Additionally, in this fruit and veggie pack, we've got the biofruit. And the biofruit is basically all of your colorful fruits that your body needs. So when we're talking about missing certain things, we're like, guess what? We got solutions for you. We've got biofruit. We've got green spectrum. We also have aloe digest. Most Americans, antacids are like, we're just popping them, like as a culture, as like, this is what's normal. But really, it's not normal. There's something, it's a Band-Aid. There's something at the root that needs to be addressed and like shifted. So guess what? We are providing solutions. We're highlighting the problem and then providing solutions. So everybody on the line, I want you to throw up a 3, a 3, and a 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Go 3, 3, and 3. Put it in the comments, whatever. 3, 3, 3. And I want you to set that in your mind, because guess what? The power of 3 will transform your life. Guess what? 3 drinks per day for $3 per day. Guess what? And it takes you 3 minutes to do it. So 3, 3, 3. And I'm out. That's all I got for you. But like, y'all, get into it. Get into it. I'm going to pass it back to Rita.
Oh my God, Nicole, I just love you. Like, talk about vibrant energy from living foods, like, so contagious. Thank you for sharing that education and introducing our fruit and veggie pack. So, that is our first option in our juice cleanse. And I'm going to pass it next to Haley, who's going to share a little bit about herself and her background, why she's excited, and about our next option for our fruit and veggie juice cleanse.
All right. Thank you, Nicole. That was amazing. Yeah. And Rita, thanks so much for the education in the beginning. I am happily superfood powered. And I originally, just to like start how I kind of got turned on to all this, I was suffering from pretty debilitating gut issues that just kept getting worse. And I tried everything. And so finally, I was called Lindsay Shower and I was like, oh, fine, I'll try your freaking green drinks. But like, I'm not expecting it to work. I wasn't. And I told her that like 10 times. I was like, don't expect me to do anything with this, but I just need to know. Cause it was literally my last ditch. I had like a list. And within 3 or 4 days, like my symptoms were gone. And then, Rita starts introducing me to, oh, like we should see if your kidneys are open. And then I start going down this magical world of regeneration. And like, seriously, I feel like a whole new person. And when we're talking about like biological age versus chronological age, like literally, like the other day, I was looking in my skin and I'm like, oh my gosh, like there's like so much is changing. And even in my eyes, like I stare at them in the mirror every single day. Like I'm like, what's changing? What's happening? And really truly took my energy from really rock bottom to so high. And the interesting thing about my health journey is I also had a traumatic brain injury. Like literally the gut injury started presenting symptoms at, I think, the same time I had the head injury happen. So who knows what came first, but I quickly realized that I had a lot of adrenal issues and a lot of other things. And honestly, I didn't even go the herbal realm for like quite a few months. Like I was just strictly on the ULT, which Rita will introduce. And it literally made me feel like a superhero. And it's amazing. And so I think one thing that I do like take into consideration is it is seemingly at first it seemed so expensive to me. I was like, no way, like I can't keep sustaining off of this, but it totally changed my grocery bill because I was eating like excessive amounts of meat before and cheese and like all these expensive items. And really it changed the way I started to nourish my body and it kind of turned on my natural intelligence. And I think that is so important because it's like this innate intuition that we have within our own guts, like our guts are our second brains. And so I started to really start to clean up and my body started to tell me what it wanted. And I intuitively just started seeing like, okay, like, at first all these, ladies are like, eat all fruit, like fruit, all this stuff. And I'm like, no, that's not me. And now I'm like, seriously, like 2 weeks all fruit right now, and I could not be happier. But the interesting part about that is, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm going to natural grocers and I am buying organic fruits. And I live in Colorado, like it's the beginning of the growing season. This stuff, like all this, the products that we're talking about when I'm going to introduce the juice bar in a bag, is higher quality than what I'm buying at the store. And that is amazing. And it's like putting your dollars where it counts. And that is, again, I don't have time to really, I mean, we are starting a backyard garden, but like truly like supporting somebody else, having this bigger mission that aligns in all the different values. And like, so I'm a regenerative health specialist and I'm studied under Carrie, who, that program was amazing. And for me, it's like, I only want to support companies that are forward thinking from here on out in my whole life, whether it's clothes or hair products or, you name it. Like, I'm really going to take my consumption to the next level and kind of revamp everything. And this is just like a no-brainer. I have saved all of my packages for like the last 2 weeks and I've been cutting them up and we're starting a compost this weekend and I get to throw it all in there and I'm so excited for that. And so that's like a whole nother reason why to support this company, other than literally making you feel better, look better, and show up better. And I think that's why I'm super excited to be involved with all of it, is because to me, that's humanity right here. Like, this is a cry that we're at. This is like a tipping point. And when everybody nourishes themselves at the cellular level and gets what they really, really need, that has ripple effects to everything around us. And I don't care whose team you're on. I don't care like anything like that. Like, it's like, this matters, for we're at a tipping point. And I think people are so malnourished. And I'm seeing that a lot in my clients, where I'm like, holy, like, this is big. And so if we can get everyone to feel grounded and to get what their body truly needs, like, can we solve the problem of humanity? I don't know. That's like a bigger question, but I think yes. And so I'm really excited about the juice bar in a bag, because it's got like everything Nicole mentioned, as well as some more. So it's got the Aloe Digest, which again, like, yeah, being on Tums and all of the anti-acid, like, there are better things we can do for our digestion. And it tastes good. I actually have it in here right now with the green shake. I love it. Then the green spectrum. So yeah, it's got all the veggies and the phytonutrients, and really, really nourishing for our thyroid, which I love it. I do drink it every morning. Cocoa hydrate, like, I just want to tell a story about this. So we went on a backpacking trip, and I brought all fruit. Like, we went into the desert and I brought all fruit. And I'm like, this is gonna be heavy, but I brought less water because fruit has water. So we are also backpacking around water. And I brought the cocoa hydrate, and like, I was like slurping it up. It was so hot. And my boyfriend got cramps, and he drank it in the car ride on the way home. And all of a sudden they subsided and went away. And we were both kind of taking in all these powders, and our friends were like, what are you guys doing? We're like concocting this and that and that. It was so amazing. So I love the cocoa hydrate. And the carrot juice, which is just a huge antioxidant support and really, really good for the immune system. Can't beat this. This is like amazing. I was not a coffee drinker even before this. I quit that years ago because I thought that was the reason for the gut injury. It was not, but it didn't help. So the Can't Beat This has Riadola, cordyceps, ginseng, and a bunch of other things in it. It is amazing. So to get off coffee, it is literally so good. It tastes so good. Sometimes I have to stop myself, like, okay, just, gotta savor this for the whole month. And then the biofruit. And the biofruit it's an impressive amount of fruits. And it's really good for the lymphatic system. It's very astringent. And you can mix all of these together. Like, they all taste good all together. And sometimes, like, I would actually prefer to do that than do it all separately. And okay, so like, I like how you did the 3 minutes. This could be like 6 and 3. Like, it literally is not going to take you much longer to put this all together. But it does bring it down to $6 a day, which, come on, that's like a latte, right? Like a small one from a coffee shop. This is going to make you look younger. It's going to make you feel younger. And it's going to give you that vibrancy back in your body that maybe you need, or, and the convenient aspect of it too. And again, like I'm saying, I'm eating all fruit right now, and all of this has more nourishment in it than all the fruit I'm buying from the store. So that's what I have to say.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Haley. I love your stories, and just your health journey has been incredible, as well as your passion to help people. Like, it's coming from, so many of us are coming from this lived experience where we were dealing with a reduced quality of life or suffering and tried everything. And this became like the most amazing solution. So I just want to thank you for your compassion and your heart and your service, and like your passion for sharing this. It's amazing. And you heard her, like, this juice bar in a bag. It's amazing. 6 different juices that it's all wind dehydrated. So it's preserving those living enzymes, those living foods. Very affordable, very accessible. It's like alchemy. You just get to mix it all together and have fun and get all the colors of the rainbow. And I want to bring in our third option, which is our ultimate lifestyle transformation. And this is our 30-day transformation program. And this one is $11 a day. And so it's going to be giving you those micronutrients, that alkalinity, those fresh, raw, living juices that are dehydrated. It's also going to be giving you some rebuilding, some amino acids for strength, for fat burning. I'm taking this after my personal workouts with my personal trainer, and he is like, how come you're never tired and never sore? Like, we have yet to get to the point of breakdown, because of these living foods. They rebuild you, they help you to regenerate, they help that reverse aging. So these aminos are amazing for that strength training. And then we have our gut microbiome support. And this is the only clinically proven solution to remove glyphosate from our bodies. If you don't know about glyphosate, we will send you some educational resources. But we've been seeing chronic disease raise at the exact same rate that glyphosate is introduced into our environment. It causes leaky gut within 20 minutes of exposure, and leaky gut leads to so many other conditions, including autoimmune, neurological weaknesses, autism, you name it. So addressing that leaky gut is so important. It's also going to help you absorb these amazing micronutrients. And we didn't even mention our growing practices, but our growing practices are above and beyond anything I've ever heard of. Everything is grown in 96 feet deep of topsoil, rich topsoil with A through Z minerals in it. So you're getting everything that you need because our soils are healthy, and that's where soil starts, or that's where health starts from. So we have all of that support, the gut support, and we have our tart cherry juice at night, which helps your elimination pathways, helps to remove inflammation from the body, and helps you to sleep deep. It gets you into those deep REM cycles. And I was sharing at the beginning of the call, if we can just get half an hour of movement, really support our weight balance, reduce, smoking or eliminate smoking, and get deeper sleep, that is going to address 90% of what we're seeing as far as lifestyle, chronic conditions go. So that's amazing, and those are things that we can work on and do together. Those are the things that we have control over. So that is what is included there. And I just want to thank everyone for being here this evening, taking the time to join us. Our juice cleanse, our summer reset, is starting on summer solstice on June 21st. We're going to start as a collective, as a community. Invite your friends, your family. Like, obviously, this is so much more fun to do together. Having that close accountability is great. So please invite anyone that you know that could benefit from these solutions, and let's do it together, because we can get stronger together, we can get healthier, more vibrant, and really show up for each other. And I know both of these ladies were mentioning, when you have that cellular health and that vibrancy, it increases your self-worth, it increases your joy, it increases your relationship to others, to your community, and your environment. So your level of gratitude for life, for day to day, increases exponentially. So we want to give that joy factor to everybody else. And we want to do it with you. We want to do it together. All of us are going to be doing it. This is very much a lifestyle for me. I incorporate these superfoods every single day, because of how they make me feel and because of how easy and efficient they are. And as Haley was mentioning, it actually substitutes your grocery bill and saves you on your grocery bill. So I don't even think of it as an added cost. I think of it as a savings on time and energy and efficiency and money. So yes, I will send it to like the last closing words for these ladies, but whoever invited you to this call, please get back to them. It is because they love you and they care about you and they want to do this with you together. And they have a special discount for you to make these resources available to you at a discounted price, and they can answer any questions and decide if package 1, 2, or 3 is the best fit for you. So I'll pass it off to Nicole first for closing.
all I have to say is get into it. Like that's just been my like theme song, my I say it all the time. I'm like literally get into it. This is such a gift. And what Haley had mentioned when she was talking about going to the grocery store and like the quality of the foods that we are receiving are higher than what you can get at the grocery store. So when you're thinking about like, oh my goodness, I need this or I need that, like get into this. Don't sleep on yourself. You are worth it. You are worth the effort. You are worth the energy. You are worth putting yourself first in order for you to show up well for other people and for everyone else. We tend to, as moms, as wives, as mothers, women more so than men, just the truth, tend to put ourselves on the back burner and show up for everyone else. But you can't show up. What do they say when you're flying a plane? And the stewardess is like, flight attendant is teaching you, like, what do you do in the case of an emergency? You put that mask on yourself first. So this is your opportunity to put your mask on yourself first. And then you can share it with those around you. That's what I got to say.
Yes to all of that. And suffering is optional. I love saying that because we don't have to, like for me, I just kept living in this state where I was just continuing to suppress my symptoms in my own head. Like, okay, this is okay. This must be normal. And I was told a lot of times that it was normal, and it's not. It's never normal. So just like Nicole said, like just do it. Like just do it. Just start now, because you'll get so much of your life back now, and if you wait, there's time lost there. So just do it. You won't regret it. It's literally changed my life.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, ladies, so much. And thank you, everyone, for being here and sharing these stories. And I'm really excited to do this with you. We have an amazing support group. Everything that you need is covered. We have community, we have resources, we have recipes, we have connection space, we have Q&As, like everything you need is covered. So just get back to the person that invited you, and we'd love to support you. And I hope you all have a beautiful evening.